We continue our examination now of the presidential election. Columnist and editor James Taranto of the Wall Street Journal is here, and we are now joined by Carl Board, the host of Nothing But the Truth on WTN Radio in Nashville. Carl, tell us what your listeners are saying about the election.
Well, when you look at the election, we've always been told that whoever wins the independents win the election. Well, it didn't happen this time. Mitt Romney won the independents overwhelmingly. What happened this time, the issues that a lot of political pundits said President Obama had an issue with, he had a problem, they said he had a problem with white women. He had a problem with white males. Well, he received 55% of the white female vote, 48% of the white male vote. So obviously those were not an issue, and he still won the election with people who said those was very serious issues.
And I know that there are people that are upset about this election. Some of them are saying that there was a lot of voter fraud. Any thoughts about that from either one of you gentlemen?
I haven't seen any hard evidence of voter fraud, except, you know,
in Ohio,
one always suspects that a certain amount of it goes on in a place like Philadelphia. In Pennsylvania, for example, they actually passed a law requiring voters to show ID. This was challenged in court, and it was enjoined for this election only. The argument being it's perfectly constitutional to require people to show ID, but more time is needed in order to make sure that the state has made it possible for everyone who wants an ID to get one. So we may see less of that in future elections.
Now, I actually saw and read an article a few days ago that said that President Obama, he lost the states where they required a photo ID. He won the states where, you know, they may have had ID, but it was not a photo ID. Carl, did you?
Yeah, I read that. Who would thought that Democrats would cheat? But it's true. The exit poll said President Obama lost the state where all the states have voter ID. The serious issue here is when you heard about what happened in North Carolina, mainly Guilford County, and then you heard of the voting fraud in.
You mean the machines that went flipped?
The machines that was people said they were voting for Romney, but it was coming back Obama. The serious problems with these voting machines is that computers can malfunction. I believe we should go back to the paper ballots and let the people count. At least that's how the Constitution has always said it should be.
I don't, like computers can malfunction, but they also can be calibrated and programmed, to do systematic things. And, there may not be a lot of evidence of that, but up until the day of the election, every report of a machine malfunctioning was a Romney voter that looked back and the machine had flipped to Obama. I thought that was interesting. I only heard one incident in Philadelphia of a machine that was turning Obama votes into Romney votes.
Yeah, I mean, this is all anecdotal, and I would be hesitant to endorse any sort of conspiracy theory
I'm just
here.
going by the news.
On the point about the states that required photo ID to go to Romney, those are all states that were expected to go Republican anyway.
Right.
What happened was Obama just swept the swing states. He won exactly the same states he carried last time around, except that Romney took Indiana and North Carolina, which were the two closest Obama states the last time around. So, this is a case where correlation does not necessarily mean causation.
Well, one of the forecasts that I've been making is that over the next few weeks, we're going to be getting probably more and more reports of people bringing forth whether allegations or documentation of people that maybe shouldn't have been voting, like people who were dead, people who were illegal aliens, or people who were felons that had not had their voting rights reinstated. If we get large numbers of those documented reports, is there anything we can do to protect ourselves in the next election?
Well, states can take more care in maintaining their voter rolls, making sure that people who are ineligible are off. But we'll see if it's enough to really make a difference.
Okay, James and Carl, we'll get some final thoughts in just a moment. Stay with Be the People.